What's up, fam? Coach Cam back again with another video. This time it's leg day. I think this is the first leg day that I started just going a little heavier, moving the weight a little bit more, a little faster, and really just trying to dig deep every set while also making the sets shorter. So I used to aim for 90 seconds per set, and in experimenting and trying to reduce that closer to a minute, I've found that my fatigue is far lower while the stimulus is still there, still the same, and I'm still able to make progress. Sometimes just with even heavier of a weight, which is completely fine as long as you're safe and keeping the target muscle under tension. Also, not doing really anything extra or those like beyond failure type of techniques, really not doing any of those at all. So not holding some crazy long isometric at the end, anything that would generate extra unnecessary fatigue, just dropping that completely, going to positive failure with good form and like a moderate cadence and calling it a day, and then pushing for progress each workout. So I just straight up added like 25-ish pounds to this leg press machine just to get the ball rolling and get myself to failure in a shorter rep range. So I find that if I push myself as hard as possible on this, I end up getting 10 to 12 reps with whatever weight I'm using. So I decided to add weight in hopes that I could fail closer to that 5 to 9 rep range that keeps my fatigue lower. So pushing here, and this is the last little push. Couldn't get anywhere, had to call it a day. Next is RDLs. I did not realize really that in this gym there's only one barbell and one squat rack, so that was being taken. So I went over to this kind of freeloaded Smith machine type bar here and did RDLs. This is with, I believe it was 275. And really all I felt was my low back, if I'm being honest. I don't know if it was the weight or the bar, but I just did my best here and then moved on. Next is single leg calf raises. So I like single leg because I don't have to load up a bunch of weight. Before I was loading up like over 3 plates to do calf raises with both legs. Now I can just hold a dumbbell and get it done on one leg, which is actually crazy to me. When I was really surprised that I could do single leg calf raises, because in the past my calves were not strong enough to do that. I could do like 2 or 3 reps, maybe 4 reps with one leg, and now I'm up to, I did like 10 without any weight, and now I'm adding weight and getting around 7. So you saw me stop there earlier. I just kind of fell, so I had to reposition and get the last rep or 2 that I could. It's a little bit awkward. These plates have a little bit of a ridge on them that I can feel through my shoe. It's not completely flat, which I don't like. I mean, if I could find plates that are completely flat, maybe I'll look next time for more of like a platform, something like that to use. I also set up my home gym, so I set that up in my garage. I'm going to be training there sometimes as well. It just depends. I like going to this rec center gym when I get off of work in the morning from firefighting, because it's in the town, it's close by, and it's free, and it has stuff that my garage gym doesn't have. But I'll still be using my garage gym as well. Training about every 3 or 4 days, basically, hitting like upper and then lower. So this is lower body. Obviously, it's going pretty good. This is my last rep here. About a half rep, couldn't really move up. Next is shrugs. I kid you not, every single time I do shrugs, I add 5-pound dumbbells more. So this is 85-pound dumbbells. So you could say I'm making progress. I'm kind of more just finding the weight that is actually challenging for me. I'm probably making a little bit of progress too, like actual progress, but it's mostly just getting better at the movement, learning it, realizing that your traps can hold like so much weight. I mean, the function of your traps, or upper traps, is to keep your shoulders from ripping off your body. So overall, really good workout. Right here, just hold kind of an isometric to see if that's all I got. Then I go for a rep if I can. That's how I try to hit failure with those. Also, I filmed this whole this whole workout vertically just to see if YouTube would adapt and just accept it as is, so I can then post to Instagram and Facebook at the same camera size without having to try to convert it and all that. Somebody walked in front of my camera, so I cut off the flexing early. Like, share, comment, subscribe.